Hello and welcome back to Kingdoms Reborn. In the last episode, we set up a new town in this game, and we started to collect some things, gather some things, and we have a few quests that we are working on over here, a few objectives at least, as well as, of course, doing some research here. Now we have some houses here. We do have some unhoused people. I'm not sure if that's a good word to use or not, but let's build another house here. I think we can go here. No, that's just outside of the zone, and I don't want to go over there either. We may have to use this area up here for housing. That might just have to be. We do this as if this fruit gatherer no longer stays here, because I think in fact we're going to move it pretty soon. We expanded out in this direction, and we have a forester here someplace. I need to regather. Here it is. We have a forester here, and we need to move the forester out, I think, but we also need to purchase some more land around us. And I'm not sure if this is the best one to do, or this one, or this one. Probably not that one. It's moving up into the cold area, and I'm not sure that I want to do that just yet. But maybe we could do this one, or maybe this one's the best one. I think this one's the best one. Let's go ahead and claim this province. And we found dye seeds. Nice. Well, I guess I should have looked at what materials were available. We did want to move across. Oh well, we will move as soon as we get a little bit more money. That's fine. We have time. We don't need the iron until we get to the Middle Age, I think. And that's a little bit off. So let's go ahead and claim those dye seeds, and we can grow those in that region, just like we're growing the medicinal herbs up here in this area. Well, actually, because that's fertile area, fertile land. We need to do some more farming up here as well. Tulips, and eventually, hopefully, we can also do wheat, which we'll hopefully unlock very soon. I want to also take a look at a couple other things in addition to moving this this forester camp out that way a little bit away from the rest of the town. So let's actually build a couple more houses. Yeah, we need money for more buildings. Let's build some houses here and here as well, because I think I'm going to take down some of these houses, because as we learned, the mines and whatnot cause a debuff to the housing, so we definitely need to keep the houses away from the industrial type stuff. We also want to do this pig farm, and I think maybe out here is an okay place for it. Let's put it here, maybe. Yeah, I think here's a good place. And then we're researching sheep ranch right now too. And we'll probably put one of those in also. Otherwise, the coal mine, I think we need to put down another coal mine. And this is going to make our people unhappy here a little bit, but I think we need to do it before we get to winter. And that looks like the best place for it. So it's only going to make one house unhappy. So I think we can just demolish that house. There we go. And well, I guess I should have waited until these houses got done. That's okay. I want to move both the fruit gatherer and the forester around, and actually I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade eventually. Do some of these upgrades. We need to have some stone to do this one, but I think that's worth it. 30% productivity is certainly worth it. Delicate gathering is 20% productivity. That'd probably be worth it as well. And then pests, traps are if we have a hunter adjacent, so maybe we also move the hunter around. Fruit bats give us 30% productivity. There's an adjacent fruit gatherer. Well, that's going to be worth it. And then the smoking chamber gives us 30% productivity. So I think what I should actually do is cancel some of this gathering of trees out here, and only gather them when we actually need them. Please, thank you. And we can move these buildings, all three of these buildings, out here someplace. And perhaps even right over here by where the farm is going in. Or just kind of adjacent to it. If we kind of plan for a farm, maybe we can plan for another one here, and it won't have great what's the word? For health? No. Fertility, I guess? Gosh, I don't even know. It's up here in the overlays. Fertility, yes. Even though I have great fertility on that end of it, I think it'd be worth it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the road across here. And maybe I'll end up changing that road depending on how we position things here. We'll do that anyway. And then we can take apart these buildings one at a time. I think we'll start with the forester, and we get the card back when we knock down a building. So it's not so bad to knock down a building. It may not be the best thing to do, but it's also not so bad. And I think we'll move this kind of nearest to the mountain, but not super close to the mountain. How much is that going to cost us? 1,244 for that? Holy cow. Okay. Well. Any cards we want to purchase? Or should we just wait for a wild card? I think we'll wait for a wild card. We'll get a wild card when this one ends, so I want to show that off as well. Let's look at what some of the other bonuses are. Now, of course, a lot of these cost money, and right now we can't afford that. A wide shaft would give us 50% productivity. I think that's... If we can get 168 stone saved up, I think that would be worth it, given the fact that it gives us 50% more. And then with the coal as well, the same thing, although we're going to need a lot more stone in order to accomplish that. Which means I need to stop building stuff. Not building stuff, Wally. How much is that one? 2,300. Wow, these are expensive. In my test game, they weren't this expensive. They were like in the hundreds. Although there was an update. I did notice there was an update. It reset all the sound settings. Which the sound might be a little too quiet now. I turned them all down, but I might have turned them down too much. Let's go with that. We can take a listen to it later and see how that sounds. And adjust for any future episodes. Hopefully they will hurry up and do this. Actually, I should prioritize. You can prioritize with the star. I don't remember if I showed that before or not, but we definitely want to prioritize those two buildings because we kind of need those two buildings so that we can get people in houses. Oh, also the speed. The game defaults to the X1 speed whenever you load up save, and you need to be at least X2 if not X4. Or 4X. I mean, it's X4, but 4X, 2X. Kind of makes the most sense the way we normally speak it. Let's go ahead and let them do this work, and then we'll hopefully be able to do some of those upgrades, and we'll hopefully also get in some decent amount of food. We are fishing a lot, we're doing a bit of hunting, and we are getting a decent amount of oranges. Hopefully that will be fine before winter. Otherwise we're gonna have a rough winter, and we might not even make it through the winter. Unhappy person here. If I could click on you, I would see why. Pause so I can click. Most problem is housing. Yeah, once we get the houses figured out, you'll be happier. And then we need to work on luxuries, but we need to probably make it through winter first. Alright, let's, so we gained that wild card from the 5 queued card hands. And so now we're going to not show this again, so we don't have to see that again. The wild card can be used to build anything. We still have to pay for it with coin, but it lets us build a building whenever we want it, as opposed to having to take a card when we see it. So I think we're still going to keep these on standby, at least for now. Although maybe I should take this free roll just to see what we have. That would be useful. We might have a problem with workers, though, if I build up any more buildings at this point. I think I will wait. We got 2 houses built, so now we at least have everyone housed, and that house there will make up for the rest. Let's prioritize this now. The star is there, Wally. There you go. Let's build that, and then medicinal herbs will, I guess they won't grow until spring, but that's okay. And then I think I probably want to try and prioritize this as well. Although that might not work out too well. In terms of workers. Yeah, it'll be okay. We have a bunch of builders currently working, so we'll get those pushed around later. Let's see if we can trade anything. We don't really have much in the way of coin right now, but we also don't really need the leather. So we could sell some of that and get a little bit more coin. We might end up having to buy some food, which is not going to be great, but we might have to. Yeah, food reserves are already low, and we just entered winter, or we're in midwinter, I guess, now. Below zero is not a great thing, but we are relying on coal right now for fuel, so that's okay. And one of our opponents is upgraded to level 2, which is another thing we can do. We do have 500 coins. We could upgrade to level 2. That gets us another card slot here. And it also, I believe, unlocks middle age. Yeah. So we should get that pretty soon, but I want to try and get a little bit more coin income before we get that far. And I do want to put in another field here before we get too far along. This one in a more fertile area, the more fertile area here. There. And that'll be for the tulips. Tulips are an early luxury item. Luxury tier 1 item. Stop wiggling around. And the luxury items give us upgrade our houses and also increase our happiness. So that's something we definitely want to look at having as soon as possible. And now we can take the star off of the lumber camp and just let them, or the forester rather, and just let them work. It doesn't need priority as such. Oh, we're in spring already. Okay, we made it through the winter. That's great. Let's move both this and this. The hunting lodge I want to put on this side of the road. No, I can't put it on that side of the road. Or can I? I can. The fruit can fit here too. Maybe we won't use that side as field then. Maybe we'll just do this. I think that's probably best. Yeah, let's do the fruit gatherer first, and then the hunting lodge next. And we have 3 immigrants come to our city. Oh, nice. And we get our first, or get a card prize. So we can either take productivity, which is 20% productivity, passion, which gives us 20% job happiness and 15% productivity, or sustainability, which consumes 40% less input. So these are all pretty good. All having varying levels of goodness to them. This one's useful for a building that is consuming items to make something. I'm not sure that it's all that good for a producer building, such as a forester. But actually, I don't know, because does that mean that it consumes less when I do these upgrades? Probably not. Does that mean that it consumes less trees to get more output? I doubt it. I think it's mostly for buildings that are taking in inputs, and we don't have any of those right now. So we could either take the 20% productivity, or we could take the 20% job happiness and 15% productivity. Job happiness, I think, gives us some additional efficiency, so maybe we could try passion. That seems like an idea. Upgrades tree. So in addition to the tech tree we've been looking at here, we also have the upgrades tree, which gives us access to a few different things, including things like wheat seeds and cabbage seeds, and also unlocks some different card slots and improvements to other things, like here's the charcoal burner. Influence points are another way to buy land. So that's kind of a really good thing to do, but I think we need these wheat seeds or cabbage seeds. Either one would be fine first. Before we get to that, but influence points can be used to buy land instead of using gold, which is kind of nice to do. And let's go ahead and buy that sheep ranch. We also finished fishing, so that's good. And then I want to go ahead and upgrade the town, and we can choose another biome bonus. So we can either have improved beer brewing, which gives us 30% productivity for beer breweries in the forest biome, I'm assuming, because it's the biome we're in, or improved tool making. And I think we're going to take the beer brewing. All right, and we have reached Town Hall Level 2, which gives us a few new cards: Sell Food, Buy Wood, and Snatch, which are interesting. Let's go ahead and put this cooperative fishing card in here. This gives us +1 productivity to every fishing lodge that has a happiness above 60. So that means it gives us 10% productivity here without, just as a passive bonus, which is super nice. We had a couple people die from starvation, and someone left due to starvation. That's not good. We definitely need some more food. Let's also plant another field of wheat. Or 4 wheat. Once we get the seeds unlocked, that is. That's not good at all, Wally. Starvation is not good. And we'll leave that at medicinal herbs for right now, and then we'll switch it to wheat seeds momentarily. The passion card, I think I'm going to want to put in a food producer. Let's also star these buildings so they get done sooner. A food producer would be good at this point to put into passion. So maybe, maybe we can put it here for now, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, food is a problem. Or we could actually put it, yeah, let's do that instead. Put it here. That gave us a nice boost of job happiness, which also then stacks to boost our efficiency even more. That's super nice. 50% productivity by costing steel tools. I don't know if I want to spend steel tools right now because they're kind of limited on tools. And we don't have the money for those too. And one of our neighbors upgraded to level 2 as well. And I want to do this sheep ranch as well. We really need this food. So let's go ahead and do that and get that done with. Let's look at our job priority. Coal mine, farm, fishing, lodge, hunting. Yeah, food, food, food. And then rocks at the end. That's fine. Okay. Still waiting to get these farms going. Natasha's left our town. Yeah, we're having... oh, we finished our wheat seeds. Great. Let's unlock those. And then let's switch this one to wheat. And let's also set a priority on that to get it done. Let's go back into the tech tree. Or do we want the upgrades tree? Wonder if we should do cabbage too. Yeah, let's do cabbage too while we're here. We already accepted the wheat seed card. So the way that the farms or the ranches work here, both the sheep ranch and the pig ranch, is you can speed up the acquisition of animals by buying them, or they are born kind of their own volition here. Oops, two clicks, Wally. As they are, and by default, they only kill when they're at full capacity. So when we have 15 animals, then we'll kill, and then one will be born, and then etc. You can set that to half, especially if you're starving like we kind of are, or you can set it to kill all, which might be even better at this point, just to get some food going. Let's go ahead and do this pest traps, because it's that productivity there, and the delicate gathering. No, pest traps was the adjacent hunter one, yes. And then the fruit bat was the adjacent fruit gatherer, and that gives us some cheap productivity boosts to both meat and fruit, and I think that's worth it. The wheat is too far away from storage, which is something we also need to keep an eye on every so often, and that is to make sure we put in some various storages here. And it actually doesn't need to be reserved to a specific item. There just needs to be some storage nearby, even if they end up hauling the wheat all the way down here. At least so it seems. I could be wrong on that one, but that's the way that it seems. Alright, so we did lose a few population, but we're still at 32, which is pretty good. And hopefully we will be able to sustain that. I want to have them build another house right here. And then we can remove a couple more of these houses. And finally, the other opponent finally upgraded. Actually, we can remove that one now. And we do get some resources back. That must be the coal that they had used for fuel. So, yeah, that. It's already winter of year 2. Wow, that went quick. That went quickly. And we are also still having problems with food. We did kill all. Let's actually flip that to half. And that meat did not last long. In fact, I never saw it at all. We may lose a few more people this winter. Can we trade? We didn't really get much leather this year because, well, we didn't have a hunter for most of the year. We could look at potentially buying a little bit of food. Maybe. Although it's going to be expensive. Yeah, most of the food is right around $5 and they're 5.3 coins. Some of it just a tad less, but most of it's right around there. And so we're going to quickly spend any money we make. Like, yeah, I can sell 50 leather to buy 20 wheat. I'm going to hope that we can get enough food going to not have that problem. Not have a problem. We're still catching game. We're still catching fish. So hopefully we can maintain a little bit. And we have too many people again. We have 33 out of 32 people. Doggone it. Now let's go here. And I can put a couple houses in here too, I think. Yep, they'll fit. Just barely. Perfect. I spaced that out correctly without trying too hard. Yes, I know food reserves are low. Do we have room for another fishing lodge? Maybe one up here. We could put one down here too on this river though. That might be worth it. Nope. Let's go with a fishing lodge. So snatch is an interesting thing. We can steal money equal to the target player's population times 5. So if we zoomed out to the map view here, and we looked at our neighbors, we have Ruin with 34 people, we have Hastine with 38, and we have Borgheld with 33. So if we use that card, I don't know why you can't see the cards when you're zoomed out in the map view, but if we use the snatch card, just to try it out here, and let's cancel that. Yeah, you can't use them unless you're zoomed in far enough. Come over here to, no wait, it was the 38 was here. Yeah. So zoom in enough, and then if you do snatch on their town center, we snatch 38 times 5, 190 coin from them, which is kind of an interesting way to make money. And I don't think there's any drawbacks to it, which is even more interesting. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me, but 74. It's not great, but it's not horrid, and it's useful, so I think we'll go there. And fish came in. We can hopefully get some more here. So I was saying earlier about the cost of these provinces. They did an update, so it's possible that these provinces are going to cost a lot more because of that update. Like they increased the cost of them. I'm not sure on that, but it seems like they've about doubled. If I remember what the numbers were, or vaguely what the numbers were before in the last episode. Let's try to make it through the winter without too many more people dying. Vivian died of old age. Well, that's better than the alternative, I suppose. And I wanted to increase the amount of stone that we can stockpile, because I want to do these upgrades. And they're going to cost stone. You can add more worker slots to a mine. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, it is spring again. We are planting wheat this time. We are not planting medicinal herbs. We don't have a worker for that. That's unfortunate. Job priority. Why do we not have a worker for that farm? Can I enforce a worker? Oh, because we already have 122. Let's increase that, because we've spent... Okay, hold on a second. Get out of the way. 3 immigrants. Yeah, let's take the immigrants. And we get motivation book. That's 31% happiness above 60. Decrease upkeep by 70%. Now that's useful for buildings that have a high upkeep value. Mines are 10, which isn't super high, because it's only going to save us 7 coin. Trading ports have an upkeep of 20, but we can't use the cards there. And then there's a productivity book, which will give us 20% productivity, which I think is the best one of these three. So let's go ahead and take that one. And then I think we're going to put that in here. Food at this point. Use your bait, worker slot. I'm assuming the worker slots give us the cabbage. Give us a more productivity. Yeah, let's do another farm here. This is still arable land, so let's keep it. Let's keep airing it. Yes, I know that's not a real word. For cabbages. And I kind of like these 4x16 farms because they take up kind of less frontage, so I can have more roadways here like this. And then I think we're going to want to eventually turn this road in, and I think I'm also going to route a road this way as well. But I wanted to also keep this away from the mountain, just in case we want to use this mountain for mining of things. We could also mine this stone. Is it also an option? Fruit gatherers have much less range than hunting lodges do. Wow, and hunting lodges are even bigger than foresters. I do want to add another forester here. Maybe we could take one if there's one here. Yeah, let's submit that. Spend 1 book. And I want to put another forester here so we can use that that other upgrade. Do we have the workers available for this? Not really. Let's wait until we get more adults. In fact, instead we should build some more houses in anticipation of more adults. Wait, did that kill literally all of them? Yeah, we need to buy 1 animal. At least 1 animal. I guess I should have thought about that. I don't know if they'll multiply with just 1 or if we have to buy another one, though. We'll see. So we now have some wheat coming in, which is good. Oh. Interesting. This shows major importers of things. Interesting. Yeah, we really need some more food. What else can we sell anything else for more money? I think we can probably still sell some more of these. And that'll get us some more money. But we're still not able to afford another province yet, though. I remember why I wanted this one up here earlier in the end of the last episode, because of the fertile land and the tulips. Down here got us dyes. So that was also useful for, I assume, clothes, which is a tier 2 luxury. So it'll take us a little while to get there. We have some free laborers now, so let's go ahead and build another forestry here. Putting them next to each other means that they'll share the same land, which means that you don't have to give up as much land toward, or you can space them out a little bit better with forestry. As we move them around, or you can consolidate them into a tighter area, I guess. As we expand a little bit, we'll move them around a bit more. But right now we're kind of, I mean, we have this land down here, but we're kind of scrunched up a little bit yet. So we will have to work on that as time goes by. And then we can gain this productivity by choosing this option. And I'll do the same thing on this one once it comes along. You're building this farm. Good. It's too late for this year, I think, probably for cabbages, but it's okay. Man, they could really use some luxuries. It'd be nice as soon as we get those tulips done. No, we just only have one pig still. Okay, let's buy another pig. And let's just kill it full. And let's see if they expand it, because these went from 5 to 7 in the same amount of time, so... yeah. What does that do? Oh, I see what that does. You're gonna give me a worker. There we go. Okay. That reduces the amount of workers you assign to a building. So if, say, we only wanted one person in the hunting lodge, we could knock that down to 1, or put it back up to 2. There we go. Yeah, this is they're in the seeding stage. But I don't think they're going to get anything planted or grown this year. Annie died of old age. Man, these people are dying in the 3rd year already of old age. It's unfortunate. How's our stone going? It's not. We need a lot more stone. I keep spending it, so it doesn't help matters. Let's go up to 4x as well, just to kind of make some more progress here. As soon as we get those tulips going, then we should be able to make a little bit more money off of the houses. They give us, based on their appeal, and then also based on their luxury level, they give you more income. So having more is useful. Yeah, that house is empty. This house only has 2 people living in it. Stone insulation would also not be a bad idea come winter. It would mean we'd spend less on coal, spend less coal on heat. There, our first house has reached level 2, so we've gone from a bunch of tents. As you can see, if we zoom in here quite a lot. Oh, and that would just upgrade too. So we've gone from a bunch of tents to now getting some log cabins. And each of these houses looks a little bit different, which is really nice. The tents do too, and they're at different angles. They're oriented differently. They have the entrances a little bit different and whatnot. So that's really nice. They have a little bit of a randomness to their appeal or their look. And even like the second tier houses match the second tier town hall. So it's kind of a nice configuration or consistency, design consistency that the developer has introduced here. We still only have 2 pigs, and we're gaining a lot of sheep. I screwed up something. Somehow. Is there like a, I don't know, a pig gender here? Is there, do we need to make sure we have a male and a female? Do I need to, I don't know. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, because we're up to 13 sheep now. Okay, I'll buy 1 more. And then I think we need to just hope. Why do you have a diamond over your head? Waiting for animals to grow. Okay, that's why, because you work here. That's funny. Waiting for animals to grow. Hopefully animals grow. And here's the person who works here. They're also waiting for animals to grow. Excellent. So the game automatically unassigns... why do you have so few people employed? That's weird. Is it because I've reached caps? Yeah, I think it's because I've reached caps. Yeah, we need to produce more fruit then. As simple as that. More game meat as well. And I think we're okay with the trees the way they are. But that's why you had so many people unemployed. And so they automatically get assigned to laborers. And builders automatically get deassigned, if that's a word, when there's nothing to build. So that's useful as well. We did make enough of this, so let's actually upgrade the shaft. And then we'll start mining some more stone. Although I guess maybe I should have done the house insulation upgrades first. We can only afford 2 of them now. Why are those... Oh, because there's only 2 people living there. Let's look at that one. Yeah. 6 at the base, 1.2 for the appeal, and 2.9 coins per whatever for the luxury. So the more luxury goods you can provide them, the better off you are. And so we can look at the next luxury good. Beer. Oh, did we not do any research? Oops. Luckily, as I mentioned in the last episode, and then I second guessed myself, the research continues, the tech points continue accumulating. So we can unlock beer brewing immediately now because we had all those tech points accumulated, the 161 tech points. And now that's good. We could also do... I think pottery. And we're already almost halfway through that one, so that's not a bad thing either. And yeah, we'll buy the beer brewery card. I don't think I'm ready to do it yet because of the cost, or because of the food issue right now still. But hopefully we will be able to soon. And I think we might want another quarry. Can I get another quarry? Yeah. Thank you, auto save. End of the year. Do another quarry right here, and they'll come up and work on that, of course. There's a red deer wandering around. Maybe our hunter will abscond with that. Maybe. So I'm not sure how... I mean, I kind of have a guess as to how long the luxury goods last. It does say their consumption is 30 a year, which seems a bit low. But each house is going to consume a certain amount every year. I think it's going to be... We have 5, 10, 11 houses. I'm guessing it's going to be more than 30 a year. I'm guessing it's going to be like 60-something a year. So I'm thinking we're going to need more. More tulips, as well as other luxury goods, which we're working toward because we have the beer brewery. And in fact, I want to set up another farm for more wheat. Nope, that's a storage area. Farm. More wheat. And I'm going to do this one this way, I think. Maybe here? No, because that cramps into what might be a good place for fishing thingy. 3 immigrants want to join our city. Oh, and now it's... Oh, it must have been 3 plus some children. Let's do... We're not really doing anything that consumes yet. I'm going to take passion again. And we'll put that on the wheat. No, we can't put it on farms. Let's put it on... Put it on this one. Oh, I wanted to do that as well. Can we get another fishing? We have a wild card we could spend on fishing. Fishing lodge. Put one of those in up here. Let's see, that's 92%. That's pretty darn good. 98% is even darn better. 104 is even better. Oh, it's getting bigger because we're getting further away from the line, I think. I'm going to go with the 92 in hopes that I can wedge another one in down here someplace. In hopes that when we buy this next property, we'll get more. Basic tools I don't think we need yet. We have 140 still. that's not tools. Do we not have... Oh, here they are. We have 109 still, and we're using 14 a year, so I think we can wait on that. Let's do the wood industry instead. I want to get all these Dark Age techs done before we move on to the Middle Age. And we'll take the potter, and we'll take the clay pit. And I have just the place for them. That's down here in what will become our industry area, but I want to build some houses first. Oops. Shift-click will let you build more after. That's a good thing. Let's do houses here and here also. And that'll be 10 houses, so I can delete a couple of these at least. When the time comes. But we also need some space, so we're going to need more houses soon. And the tavern is not covering all the houses. I guess I should have thought of that too. Maybe I don't put these houses here. Maybe I put them over here by the tavern instead. There and there. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, really? Or it's not really nice. You know, whatever. Here and here then? Because they'll get that bonus from the tavern. I don't know if this one's getting it or not. We can hope. But I guess I can then use this area for more luxury stuff. Or more industry stuff. Or luxury stuff. Like the clay pit. Must be built near a river. Well, I guess that needs to come down here then, doesn't it? Can it be here? Yes. But people don't like it. Okay. Well, then it can be here. Yes. And then what about the potter? Can the potter be mountain there, and then they don't like it? What about here? That'll work. At least for now. Okay, I guess we're going that way with the road. That mountain bit there doesn't like it. And that'll make some pottery, which will mean more luxury goods for the people. Storages are full. Well, we can satisfy that complaint over here. Because we can't use this area for what I wanted to use it for anyway. There we go. We're out of luxury goods. Have they all been distributed? We had a house downgrade here. Isn't great, but then this one upgraded. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but we're going to get some more tulips in a moment, so that'll be fine eventually. This fishing hut finished, so let's do another field here now, our farm right here now that we have that. Let's go out to 4x16, whatever it makes, it makes. 98% for fertility is not bad, considering, and we're going to make that a wheat farm. Perfect. Can the beer brewery be put? No, it's going to cause some unhappiness. I guess it needs to go up here someplace. I guess. I positioned that just weirdly enough. And the research is complete for wood industry. So let's go ahead and do basic tools as well. Yeah, we'll take the furniture workshop. So this one has a high upkeep of 20, so this would be a good building to put the, what's the brewery? Or a 20 upkeep as well. So those are the good targets for that card that reduces the upkeep by 70%. At least the good targets so far. Alright, we're harvesting wheat, we're harvesting cabbages, we've already harvested the medicinal herbs and the tulips. So we look like we're doing pretty well. Yeah, I want the tulips to make as much as we want, the wheat to make as much, or as much as we can, the wheat and the cabbages to make as much as we can, and then this also wheat to make as much as we can. If we end up having too much food, guess what? We'll sell it. Oh, the pigs reproduced. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we now have 13 pigs, which means they should start doing kill orders, and the sheep are well full, so that's also kill order time. And we are at 960 some odd coin. Can we make a little bit more here? Possibly. Let's sell all the leather we can. We can't use the wool just yet. We don't have clothing, so let's go ahead and sell some wool too. I think that's good. Let's widen the coal mine shaft, which gives us the additional productivity there. And we got a house to level 3. Oh, nice. That house is this one. No, that's a level 2. House that looks different. This one? Ah, here we are. Okay, so this is now, looks more like a clapboard house or something. It's a little bit of an upgrade from the log cabin. Yeah, it looks like a clapboard house. That's a good upgrade. I'm assuming that also will give us a similar upgrade on the town hall as well, once we unlock the Middle Age, which we should do, I guess, in the next episode. Because we should have wrapped this up again a while ago. This is the same thing as the last episode. This one has, this game is kind of addictive, and it's kind of one of those, just one more turn, mom. Just one more turn, mom. Oh, let's buy this province too. Kind of games. And that gave us more coal, access to more coal. Great. So, so we have, I mean, a lot more we can do. Let me know what you think, what you might want to see. If you want to see more of this content, I think there will be a different game squeezed in between this episode and the next one on my channel. We'll see. Maybe it'll be after the next one. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to schedule everything just yet, but keep an eye out. I have a couple of other game demos, or a couple of game demos. This isn't a demo. A couple of game demos on the on my list that I want to do very soon. And let's actually do this, and we'll do that last Dark Age tech, even though I may not use the mushroom thing. And we'll go ahead and buy that stone card. So keep an eye out on my channel for other stuff. Let me know what you think of this game. If you have any more comments about this game, whether you want to see more of it or not. And we will we'll play more as long as you guys want to see this. And again, like I said, with other things woven in, possibly. This game will this game is in my feature slot, so it's kind of a 3 times a week thing. So it'll just get bumped for some other stuff if it needs to get bumped. Oh, we have a level 3 competitor now, so that'll be our early target next time, is getting into the Middle Ages, getting this town hall upgraded again, and then moving on from there. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.